What's going on YouTube? Welcome to my YouTube channel. All right, I got an email from SD Bullion. Not sure if you guys did as well. Hopefully the people that placed orders during that bank scare finally actually got their orders, but it looks like SD Bullion has lowered the minimum from 500 to 250. And I'm personally still not buying any bullion. I still think it's way overpriced. I know some of you are like, whatever, I stack all the time. That's fine. I don't, guys. I look for deals. And when deals pop up, I purchase them and I try and resell them. But those that actually buy all the time, like every week, not sure if you guys care as much about what I have to say, but I actively stack. But if 1 week is all numismatics and no bullion, so be it. If I can get a good deal on some junk silver, which is insanely priced now. So SD Bullion has it for 28 times face for either a random quarter or dime, and they don't got it. It's not available till May 15th. I don't know. So anyways, that's that. So I got some interesting stories to tell you. It's not just going to be about what I think you should do and what I do, blah, blah, blah. Who really cares, right? But I do live and breathe reselling coins. Again, for fun, guys. But I'm doing this like seriously. So again, if you're not familiar with my channel, I basically set aside $10,000 versus just letting it sit in the bank account. I took my money out a long time ago and decided to get heavy into numismatics and bullion, of course. And I have not been playing the bullion game. I've been mainly playing the numismatic game. And thank goodness, because if I was playing the bullion game right now, I would be overpaying for stuff and probably not being able to sell it for a profit. I'll probably be losing, and then it'd be out of business. So when you're setting aside your own $10,000 or whatever your goal is, and you want to build your numismatic value, or you want to just keep, taking profits and reinvesting it back in the business. So here's a cool little story. So this particular coin is a 2006. It's a reverse proof. This is my listing. Really cool coin, and it came in one of these sets that I purchased from somebody on eBay. I did not buy this from a local coin shop. And the guy who's reselling this coin is probably watching this as well. But anyways, I got this in a set, and the sets at the time were a couple $100 or whatever I got it for. Maybe I got it for a little bit less, and I sold it as a set. But this one particular coin was just like way, way too nice. Like, I'm like, man, I've never seen a toned reverse proof ever. Like ever. So I decided to set this one aside, and then I purchased from another eBayer reseller who's probably one of the best resellers at American Eagles. I purchased a raw 2006 reverse proof to complete that set because I didn't want to sell the set with this toned one. I thought this toned one was special, and I did set it aside for I think 3 or 4 months, and I was going to send it in myself to get graded, but I never came around to it. So anyways, long story short, the particular buyer purchased this coin. I gave him a deal at like $250. He loved it, and I think it's really cool. So he then went to PCGS, and he said he got the express service. So he probably paid I think it's $70. It's been so long. But anyways, he got it like really quick. I think it was like 7 to 10 days turnaround. And let me find his listing here. So this is his current listing for the same coin that I sold him. Here's the coin. And that is now listed at $6.99. It came back a proof 68, but it's, again, really, really super cool coin. And let me get to, here's the actual PCGS page. I probably should put it on this laptop here, or the screen. So I think that's really cool. So he actually, like, for $70, so he put, he spent two and a half plus tax or whatever. Some of these states, they charge you tax. Then he put 70 into it, and now he's going to double his investment when he sells it. I think that's awesome. So am I upset? No, I made plenty of profit when I sold him the coin. Should I have sent this in myself? Yeah, probably, but I you have to be a member of PCGS. You have to invest $250. So I just didn't feel like investing $250. Now I could have probably submitted other coins with that. I think when you do the PCGS membership for $250, you get like a pamphlet for $250 worth of grading fees, but I don't think they included an express. And you're not allowed to like say, well, I just want this one express and the other's economy. Like you have to create like separate orders. For my last time I did a submission. But anyways, long story short, like this guy actually has a registered, really cool coin. It doesn't really exist. I think the price he's asking is very reasonable because these don't exist. Like, good luck. You'll never find this in a coin shop. You'll never find a reverse proof American Silver Eagle that's toned and legit PCGS, like not artificially toned, but like legit. Now I know it's proof like proof 68, which is kind of low, which is kind of weird. Like I don't remember it having that on it or these marks. So I don't know personally if maybe it did have the mark on there. I don't know. I don't remember it having those kind of marks, but maybe it did. I just didn't notice it because it's such a gorgeous looking coin. But I think it's awesome. So yes, you can pick up raw toned coins from legit sellers like myself and send them in to get graded, and they will come back actually legitimately, naturally toned. Although it doesn't say that, on the listing. So that's that. And then I'm not going to talk. So I'm going to talk about like let's look at some other stuff. But I want to get your guys' opinion on like this. Like, am I the only one that thinks like all this stuff's like overpriced right now? And again, I made a video like March 8th. It was a short showing all the specials, like go to SD Bullion and get their round for $22 and go to this site and get this for. Now it's like go to this site and get it for $35. Like it's crazy. Like, silver is not that much higher. It's 25. What was it? March 9th, March 8th, 20. So anyways, let's go to Light Booth. Let me show you some cool stuff I got. All right, I got like this new like little tripod. So if it's a little different angle and it keeps falling, that's my bad. Normally I put this like on a big tripod. So let me try and get this stable. All right, so I got some Morgan silver dollars this week. I actually got more coming in the mail today as well. So I wanted to show you those. But first, I wanted to show you like the coolest thing that I recently picked up, which I've never seen again before. So maybe this is like one of those videos where I'm just showing you like out of the ordinary stuff, which I guess is kind of cool, right? So this is something I found was very interesting. So this is a proof cameo, ultra cameo, and there's 5 obviously proof silver halves in here, all Kennedy. So you got a 99, a 2000, 2001, 2002, and 2003. It's really weird though. So it's all by NGC. It's all in this one big giant slab. There's not really a designation of like MS69 or 70, which I thought was kind of odd. So again, I was not collecting numismatic coins back then. So if any of you more experienced guys that are watching, was there a time where NGC just offered something special like this? Because I don't think you can send in 5 coins today and get them to put it in some big old fat slab like this. So I just thought it was interesting. I've noticed like 2000, 2001, 2002, or maybe it's 2001, 2002, 2003, they had like American Silver Eagles where for some reason they would put 3 in a big slab like this. Although I don't understand because there wasn't really anything special between all 3 of those years. And neither is it on this. Like there's not like, oh, this one has this one. Like they're all just kind of the same, but just with different years. So I've never really seen this for sale. So when I saw it listed, I picked it up. I thought it's kind of like a rarity. And for the price I paid, it's about what each one would be worth individually. So these typically go for anywhere from $20, $25, and as a mint state, $69. And they're all beautiful. Like none of them, let me zoom in on my camera here, but none of them have like, ugly toning or marks on it. This one has like scratches on the slab, which is kind of sucky. You know, these that's the other thing too. Like the downside, I guess, with these big slabs is that, you know, guys will just throw it in the safe and they won't even like wrap it in the plastic or wherever they store their stuff. But anyways, each coin is really, really nice. I would never crack out something like this just because I think this is kind of like of some sort of numismatic value to someone that enjoys Kennedy's. But I just thought it was really cool. I've never seen this. So again, if you guys could help me out, is this a rarity? It's just super scarce. It's not a sample slab. So anyways, and then this is how it came wrapped to me. So I'm just kind of like keeping it in here because I don't have a slab bag that's big enough to hold everything. So again, if you guys can help me out with that, that'd be great. Oh, and then when I do the search on NGC's website, you know, it doesn't normally, it would tell you a population count. So, but when I do the actual cert, so I put in like these digits here, and then I put 185 for the 1999, but then it'll ask you for like grade, and you just put like, I don't know, you don't put anything, or you put details or something, or unknown, and then it brings up the coin, but it doesn't tell me that all 5 coins are in one big slab. That's another thing that was interesting. So each coin has its own cert, but not a grade, and it's all in one big slab. So I guess when you sent something like this into NGC back in the day, was that like, hey, we have a special if you send us 5 Kennedys and you can put them all in one slab, but then why would they not give it a grade? So was this like something they sold on TV where NGC just did something for, you know, that Mike dude that sells coins or something back in the day, or Home Shop? I don't know. It's just weird. Like there's nothing, it doesn't make sense to me. So if you guys can help me out, that'd be great. But I don't know. I think it's just something rare, odd that nobody knows about. And if you like Kennedy's, I think it's cool that they're all in one slab. I'm asking 150, and who knows? It could be like ultra rare, you know, and I might be selling it for some stupid low price for no reason. Anyways, let me get to some of the Morgan silver dollars I picked up this week. I'm going to touch them with my hands, so don't chill out. I'm going to hold them on the edges. It's a really nice 1896. Definitely a common date. Not asking much for this one. I think like $55. So you can send that in. Get your mint state 63. Get up on that coin a little bit. Here's a nice 1888. Got some frostiness on this guy here. Really nice Morgan. And for some reason, the 88s are a little tougher to find in nicer grades, so they kind of jump up in value the nicer they get. And here's an 81S. Some really nice mirrors on the reverse. And not so much on the obverse. Very frosty, very nice. Mirrors like crazy on the reverse though. This one's very interesting. I've had this one a while, and I picked this up from my local coin shop. It photographs horribly, so I've tried my best to kind of show the beauty of the coin, but sometimes you just have to show a video. But you can tell like this was probably in a Whitman or Dansko album, not stored the greatest, and it just has like this really cool toning to it. I don't like to sell a lot of toned coins because I don't really think they're cool. Sorry, but this one is. A lot of toned coins I see sometimes are like just super ugly, or they're like absolutely fake, like fake tone. This one's really nice too, 1880S. And that's got the big OS on there. See how big that San Francisco mint mark is? And then look at it on this one. See how small that S is? Now look at that big S. I always thought that was weird. No one's ever really explained it too. Like, why does some from the same year have a big S and a small S? Like, did some do, like, did they break the die and then they just like had, like, I thought the San Francisco mint, or were they hand stamped? Or is that only the O's? I don't know, man. Like it almost sounds to me like something broke and then they had to make one, and then whoever made it like made it too big. I got quite a few 1878 San Francisco. So this is the first year of the Morgan. I think I got 3 more coming in today, and the other one of them just sold this week. These I'm asking a little bit more for just because they are much harder to find grades like this. So you can check those out in my store. Again, I didn't write the prices down, so I don't have everything memorized, but you can tell which coin it is by this. So when you're looking in my store, which is in the details or the description of the video, you can go right to it. But I always like the 1878s, especially when they have, like frostiness to them. And that eagle is definitely a different design versus the breast feathers that stick out. See the breast feathers that stick out on here, and then they're concave. But absolutely beautiful coins. And they're tougher to find too, like that are not already sitting in slabs. So it always makes you wonder, like, people really like these for how many years? And when grading really started launching, late 80s, all throughout the 90s and 2000s, like it's surprising that there's still a lot of raw, nice Morgans out there like this. Check this one out. Like just absolute blazing mirrors. Very, very cool. It's got kind of like an X on its cheek, but it doesn't look like that was done on purpose. Again, these were all in bags, I guess, back in the day, right? That's what they say. They just threw them in bags and used shovels because it's a dollar. It's like, how well do you treat your dollars nowadays, guys? Especially with inflation. dollar doesn't get you anything at the dollar store anymore. So anyways, got these listed. So if you like any of these, just check them out in my store. I really appreciate the support. The last time I posted something, actually this weekend, I had a lot of sales. I think I almost did like $1,500 in sales, and it was pretty much all coins. And some of the clothing was purchased, which is great. So I am looking to reinvest those funds back into the business and get some more going this week. But if it keeps cranking like that, like that much in sales, it'd be pretty exciting. But again, then it comes to a point where then I gotta go find more stuff. And there are downsides too. So a lot of times when you're out there buying like actual collections, just because there's like 2 or 3 nice coins in there that you really, really like, or they're going to sell super fast, you have to realize too, you're going to be stuck with all the other stuff. So I know that's how a lot of resellers will do it. They'll let's say they'll buy a lot for $1,000 and 2 coins in there, they'll get their $1,000 back, but then they'll be left with 8 coins that just aren't as hot as sellers, but you eventually will sell. So sometimes your money does get tied up, but it's nice when you can recover your money right away from a handful of coins and the rest of them are just pure profit. But again, it ain't pure profit until you actually sell them. So I always like to price my coins out accordingly based on what's available at the time on eBay, what has recently sold. So I know I've gotten some comments where it's like, wow, that's really, really high. Like I can get it from my local coin shop, this and that. I'm like, dude, I get it. Like you can get really nice coins at your local coin shop. You just never know what you're going to find there. And that's sometimes the fun of going into your local coin shop. If you've got all day or multiple times a week, or you can go in there every day, on your lunch break to see if they got anything new in. But that's not my business model. My business model is to find coins myself. I don't have time with my full-time job to go to coin shops and constantly look. I wish I could, like that would be fun, or go to coin shows. But that also takes time and money and as well, gas and all the other stuff. And I don't know about you guys, but gas is $4.29 for the cheap stuff around here where I live in Illinois. So I like to find deals on coins. I do like to share them with others, but you got to figure into that I'm building in like a convenience factor of a good reputation. You have a good experience. I ship it out right away. You don't have to get in your car and drive and not know what you're going to find at your coin shop. Again, some people shop that way, so it's fun for them. You can also basically look at your leisure, so you can kind of concentrate on one thing, or if you find something cool like this, you can kind of concentrate on it. But you can concentrate on the coin. You can spend more time on it. You can really examine all the photos that I do and make a business decision to purchase it. You'll get it. You'll get a thank you card from me. You'll get a little thank you gift, and hopefully you have a good experience that you enjoyed, and you'll keep coming back for more. It's different when you go to a coin shop where, yes, you can get the coins cheaper, but sometimes they're selling something that you didn't really want at the time, and you kind of feel pressured because you're literally standing in front of the coin shop guy after shooting the shit and now you feel obligated to buy something, and maybe you're just making a quick decision, or you see something and the lighting in there isn't as great and you think it looks one way, and then you actually get it home under magnification. You're like, wow, I just bought a clean coin, or wow, I just bought a coin with a huge scratch on it and I can't send it in to get graded. However you guys stack or however you guys buy stuff. So I do understand that there might be local coin shops that are going to be cheaper than me. That's not the point. I know that exists out there. It's just, it's hit or miss, and again, some people enjoy it that way. Others, they don't have the luxury of a nice local coin shop, or maybe all they have next to them is a pawn shop. And, a lot of times that stuff is basically not really cherished. If someone's bringing it to a pawn shop, they're not going to bring in really nice stuff like this, because this really nice stuff should be cherished and should be collected. So I do appreciate you guys' comments. Again, I love silver. I love gold. I just don't love where the prices are today. And if they keep going up, then yeah, I'm a dummy, whatever. But to me, it's not the spot price that's really bothering me. It's the fact that they're asking so much for stuff like the premiums that are added to, like $5 per coin, is kind of ridiculous. It really is. It's just a piece of silver. It's just a piece of gold. Like, why are you adding so much premium? Well, it's supply and demand, right? Like, the supply is kind of run thin. Demand is still high. So that's when they make their money. But as a reseller, I'm not going to run out and go buy a bunch of what I think is over premium priced silver just to sit on it and hope it goes up even further, or to resell it and make $2. Like, you don't have fun when you buy a piece of silver and after you take photos of it, you write a thank you card, you put a little thank you gift, you package it, you drive it to the post office, all these things, right? And plus you're tying your money up in it. It's not fun to do just to make $1 or $2, just to say, oh, I had this piece of silver in my hand and it finally sold, I made $2. Like, guys, for $2, like, I could go buy a roll of pennies or whatever, a roll of something for like $10 and probably find a $2 profitable coin in there. So to me, that's more fun and exciting than trying to buy a piece of silver and reselling it to make a $2 profit. So don't get me wrong. Don't like blow me up because, you're not stacking silver. Like, dude, you guys don't know what I'm doing with my profits. Yeah, I'm reinvesting in business, but I might have a stack. You don't know. I'm not showing it off. I'm not one of those channels like, oh, dude, look at all my huge stack. Like, that's all I do is stack and this and that. And I cost average. Like, I don't cost average. I buy and I resell. And I keep building it so I can get more stuff like this. So I hope you guys understand that. Like, if I see a good deal in bullion, I'm going to let you guys know while I'm buying some. Right now, I don't see any good deals. So anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching my channel. Please like, share, subscribe. Again, let me know what you think. Are you going to buy more numismatics now that bullion has gotten so expensive? I think that's the way to go. I think it's fun. And this stuff they only made it once. There's only so many out there. It'll always be worth more than bullion. And guess what? It does have 90% silver in it too, so it does have bullion to back it up. So it's like the best of the best of the best of both worlds, right? You get your silver. It'll never be cheaper than actual silver, right? It'll always have numismatic value because it's from 1878. There's only so many of these out there. and there's a lot of collectors, and I think there will still be a lot of collectors. I think as the older generation passes their collections down to the younger generation, there will always be a spot for this stuff. Whereas you can buy a piece of silver bullion, and let's say today you find a deal for 35 bucks, and let's say a year from now you need the money and it drops down to 25 bucks, and they don't pay you a premium because there's not a premium on it. Well, now you've lost $10. You've lost over 40% or 35% of your initial investment. Or you could have bought one of these and you didn't lose anything. If anything, it went up because the U.S. Mint's going to release more Morgan silver dollars later this year. So I hope you guys understand like why I like this. A, it's a lot more fun. B, I think it's a better investment. And it's a lot less boring. So I appreciate it, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.